Well, good morning, good after good. What? We'll have to try that again. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Alpha Traders. Hopefully everybody's having a beautiful day wherever you're at. I know I am. Beautiful Carson City, Nevada, in the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas, looking up to the Tahoe Basin. Got a massive winter storm rolling in, starting about midnight. Gonna dump major footage of snow up on the mountain. Last storm up high, they got about 8 to 10 feet. They're expecting twice that. Yeah, good. Had a lot of bad seasons. And we got that good base storm. Now the powder days start. Bilbo's gonna be skiing. But anyway, gotta figure it out too, Today's stream is brought to you by literally anything they sell at Trader Joe's. Doesn't matter. It's all good. And of course, Good Games Guild and Equine. Two gaming projects you should really check out. One's a guild, one's an actual game. They're fantastic. Highly recommend both of them. Not financial advice. It's fun to play games though, isn't it? Love it, love it. And I also got Alex Becker beat. He's the Tri-State Orange Eating Champion. I'm the Tri-State Trader Joe's Eating Champion. I'll take him on anytime. Let him know. I'll eat him out of house and home at Trader Joe's. That's right. That's right. We're both a little nuts. Sure, we get along great. Alpha males. All right. Bitcoin, what are you doing? Ranging. Just ranging, man. Right? I've got no interest in this. I mean, lately I haven't had time to scalp the lower time frames. I've been busy, prepared for my move, and playing with magical internet JPEGs and all that kind of fun shit. I am not interested in Bitcoin, literally, unless it starts closing daily candles below about 41K or above, to be safe, 54. So I'll say that once again. This is the weekly probability chart for Bitcoin. Got a projection running from the 41K low. It's been respected every step of the way. This is still a very valid chart. And until Bitcoin closes daily candles above this weekly projection of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range to the top side at about 54K or the bottom side of the 68.3 at about 41K, I'm not interested. I just really isn't. Bitcoin is just wrecking people. Now, if you're a volatility probability and statistics trader, though, and you have been scalping the low time frames, for crying out loud, if you're not making money, DM me. My God, I'll have to talk to you behind the scenes for like 15 minutes and get you straight. Because, just looking over the charts, tons of moves, tons of great moves. There's no doubt about it. Lots of good trades to be had. Lots of lots of good trades. Like I said, if I can find 10 minutes to get out of my magical internet stable playing with my magical internet horses, I'd probably be trading a little bit, but I found a new passion. Let's see here. So that's enough of the probability chart, right? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. We are stuck in this 68.3% Laplace distribution range. So it breaks one side or the other. Like I said, I'm not interested. Not interested. But whichever way it does break, I will know. Then I'll be getting interested because once it does, it's either going to flush out big time, maybe the 30K, or it's going to pump like crazy. We're going to see those 100K ranges faster than you can possibly imagine. So there'll be some good lower time frame Bitcoin volatility scalps and possibly some really good 4-hour swing trading going on. But let's see here. Let's pop over onto VRE to Bitcoin. Of course, this chart is it's magic. Okay. We open up the daily, right? We come down, we bounce right off the center of the daily range and immediately pump up above the first standard deviation normal distribution. We have been ranging above it all day, bouncing off the 1SD. Is this a good sign for Bitcoin to close up here? Yeah, it really is, to be honest. It's a real good sign. So we'll see if Bitcoin can stay above about 48.4 going into close. If Bitcoin comes back down and closes below the top side of this 1SD, there's the bottom side. All right. This is the whole 68.3 normal distribution range today on Bitcoin. All right. This was the 68.3 Laplace. We just nuked right through it. Didn't even give it a chance. Me and MJ were talking that somebody came in, bought a lot of Bitcoin right here. All right. That's definitely the signature. Somebody came in, bought a lot of Bitcoin. Now you look at traditional markets today, right? Now they're up. So, everybody, when the Fed announcement come out, they just got all excited, got over leveraged, went long on a numerous amount of assets, probably got wrecked on the pullback. Now they're starting to pump. I mean, Nasdaq's 355 points a day, SPY's up 8, looking pretty good actually. But like I said, I need to see these ranges broken Bitcoin before I'm interested at all in paying any attention to it. Right? I mean, you stare at this freaking Bitcoin chart long enough, you start to get annoyed a little bit. You just, unless you're, like I said, unless you're trading, unless you're scalping low time frame volatility, be careful. Be careful out there. 100%. And another thing we do got going on is we are now above the weekly range, right? This was the new weekly range right here. So you can see we opened up, rejected off of it, bounced off the center of the daily, rejection, 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 and whammo above the 1SD on the daily, above the weekly volatility range. I mean, to be honest, if I was scalping low time frame volatility, I would be looking for the new daily price action volatility range. Once we get today's close, I would probably be looking for a bounce off of that and then looking to expose myself to probably long scalps, to be honest. That's what I would be doing. Not really paying attention to any down moves. And, we've got a new indicator we've been testing, the inverse Pearson skewness, that probably is going to support that on the low time frames, I would imagine, and the 4 hour. I was looking at it earlier. But what I've really been, so it's not like I pull all these indicators up at once, start working on them all at the same time. I don't want to have a full brain melt. Van F will have to come and peel me out of the frying pan like a fried egg. We don't need that. We need Bilbo healthy in his mind. So if we go over to the chart, you're going to see something new over here now. I'm playing with lengths, and I've also added a Pearson correlation to all you guys that are founders that are watching this stream right now. I've got this is actually the Shannon entropy percentile. So this is percentile of entropy. Okay. You can correlate this. This is not a directional indicator. So first thing you need to realize, anytime one of these indicators, Van or Donnie, pop one of these babies out, look immediately. Is it a directional indicator? Absolutely not. As soon as you see that, throw a Pearson on it. And it's going to just, you already know what you're going to see. When I threw this Pearson below this Shannon entropy percentile, I knew exactly what I was going to see. Where the percentile of entropy goes up, look for the correlation, wham, right? This is a pretty fancy little indicator here. I'm really liking it a lot. So, for about a week, I worked with the IPS, the inverse Pearson skewness. Now I'm working with the Shannon entropy percentile, so on and so forth. It's never ending. My chart will never be set as, for good. There's just no way to possibly do it. These guys behind the scenes, they are continually pumping out new indicators, which is great, right? Which is great. We are continually striving for these sets of indicators where it's green button, red button, green button, red button. Poor Fur Primal. If he was still here, he'd be pretty damn happy. But he's chasing chickens and surfing down in Panama and probably still involved in the circus on the other side of town. But that's okay, man. We love Fur. Too bad that he couldn't stay with us. Let's see here. I'm sure MJ's cracking a little smile right now. Chicken. Crying out loud. Chickens, 25 cents a leg. Only in Panama, baby. Only in Panama.
Yeah, man, that's the way. surfing and cheap chickens.
Cheap chickens and surfing. Good Panama red. I mean, where you can't go. Let's see here. What do I want to look at? Well, it was what I was taking a peek at. I want to jump up here on the 12-hour low time frames. I mean, they were setting up some hidden bear div along the way. It's kind of holding price action back a little bit, but you go up here starting on the 12-hour. The 12-hour is having an occurrence, having an outlier, positively correlated on the variance. Sometimes these can turn into one hell of a move. When I see something like this on the 12-hour, telling you right now, and look where this 99 and 144, let me make sure those are them. The 199 and the 144 length on these log variance moving averages are about 53.5 area. Okay. You can see the top ones at actually, 53.6 and 53, 53, they're both right about 53.6. So they're stumbling over my tongue. So if you see this outlier continue, you see Bitcoin's price action stabilize above this 99 and 144 up here, this could be the start. This could be the start of breaking this range that I've been talking about. And that's how all this works together. So I'm definitely paying attention to all this. And then you pop up here on the daily, and also look at the Shannon entropy percentile, positively correlated, starting to build. You want to see these nice, dark, thick red candles, right? Or purple, whatever color they are. I got my polarized shades on. So, let's see. I'll tell you what, if this stays significantly positively correlated, and you start to get these darker purple candles, look out, man. Look out. This thing could run like crazy. I mean, look, the last time it happened. Look, the last time it happened was when it was significantly negatively correlated. What happened? Look out below. Bam. Right? Down there to whatever, 41.6, I believe. It was this move right here. Right? And on top of it, had an outlier negatively correlated on the variance rise. Started having an outlier in the Z-score after it started dipping. Right? And also, what else was going back on over here? Not really any bear div at all. But this was setting up big time. This was setting up. That's why when you start to use variance, it's anything. I mean, it's all just when you're dealing with other traders, it's all child's play with them, right? We're bossing them around using indicators like this. That's what they don't understand. Right? They think we're just a bunch of cocky idiots. It's like, no. We know what we're doing. We know what our indicators are telling us, and they're not lagging indicators, right? You're not sitting there waiting around, taking chances, throwing darts at a dartboard. You see variance start to have an outlier. What is an outlier? What's going on here? That it's a freaking fat tail event. It's telling you're going to get a second standard deviation or more pop, which is usually pretty damn strong. You're going to get some big moves, and you can see it over and over and over and over and over again. How price action moves of these. So, and then you pop up here on the daily, same thing's going on up here. Now, we're not having an outlier on the daily yet on the variance, but it is rising, positively correlated. Z-score finally coming out of the dungeon after all of this bull div that's been setting up on the Z-score, right? Nonstop. I've been talking about it, right? We got lower lows on price action. Boom, 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 boom. Higher lows on the Z-score. Big time. And same thing. Lots of bull div on the returns oscillator. Turn off this higher length here. Inputs, where are you? There we go. Yeah, I mean, you got higher low, higher low, higher low. Boom, now we're popping. Now it's starting to pop. Especially these fissures are popping out. Let's see here. And one thing I've noticed too is what's going on with the Shannon entropy percentile. It's working just like volatility, man. When it's coming down, negatively correlated, the price walks up. Same thing when it's coming down, positively correlated, price comes down. So you guys that are listening, work with this. You'll start to see. You guys know. You guys know for sure. Here's a little pop in the entropy percentile right here. Boom, positively correlated. Right here, the entropy is decreasing, positively correlated. Price dumps. You're going to start to see some same things that you see with volatility. It's fantastic. Van in here, probably he's wrapping up for the night. He's probably already in bed. He's got a young one, a couple of years old or something. But anyway, it would be nice to have him on here every once in a while. Maybe I'm going to talk to him and see. Maybe we can do two streams a week, maybe earlier. All right, let's see here. Get these magical little trend lines off here, showing the divergence. Don't. Oh, look, I'm preaching to the choir right now. And I look over in the stream chat. It's all good, right? If you're watching this on YouTube, we're trying to save you from YouTube Jimmy. That's what we're doing. Trying to save you from YouTube Jimmy. I'm looking on here on the daily too. The alpha volatility Z-score. The Z-score is heading up. This is the Z-score of historical volatility, right? It was heading negatively correlated, right? And when you get a rise and it's negatively correlated, your price action moves down. At today's close, this is most definitely probably going to shift and go positively correlated. This is interesting. This daily is definitely popping back and forth. Now it's negatively correlated, the variance on the daily. I like to watch this on higher time frames. I mean, that's why people are like, I mean, even I see some positive things, but at the same time, if this is just another lower high, look out. Look out. You could have an outlier just like you did here. Right? This baby could just right to the downside. It could spill out. Because to be honest, I don't know, man. I don't think Bitcoin's ready yet. I think it needs some more time down here. Like a month. Excuse me. A month would be nice. And that's literally going to take us to the end of the month, man. Pretty much. The end of the month. Like January 3rd. Right in this range. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this baby continued this, and then finally somewhere in the beginning of January then started to take off. But hey, if we break out now, all good. All good. Let's see here. Let's pop over on the ultimate power chart. Let's see what's going on. So obviously we're above the mean of the deviation bands. That's what the solid white line is. We're above the 9 length variance log MA set to a power mean. What are we coming up on right now? The 33 length variance log MA that's set to a power mean. This is a hard nut to crack. Everybody know you set anything on 33, especially when it's on the log and it's the power mean. It's a powerful area, 100%. Right now, that is literally at 49,800. So we haven't quite got close. At the close today, this baby's probably going to pop down about 49.5-ish area. So we almost got to it, right? It's going to pop down. If we reject off of that coming into the day tomorrow, look out, man. Look out. This thing could spill over. So what is Bilbo saying? Bilbo's saying, for Christ's sake, take your profit, man. If you got in this trade and you're still sitting in it, take your freaking profit. Don't lose it. Don't give it back, because that's what you will do. It'll happen big time. And what's setting up right now, right? If you go back here, let's see here. I mean, at least from, I mean, it's real close to some hidden bear div. But I mean, this was a good ratio right here. I mean, this is, if Bitcoin were to pump and get up to this 9 on the daily, it would cancel out any hidden, 100%. 100%. Actually, you might come into some hidden no back here from this point. No, it'd be about the same. It's right about there at the 9. So, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, all this bull did that's been building on this Z-score, powerful action. What's this look like on the 2-day? Same thing, right? We were talking about this. Plenty of bull div on the Z-score on the 2-day. Plenty of strong bull div on the 2-day returns oscillator. The fishers are turning up, right? You've got the entropy percentile coming down, heading into negative correlation. See it? Starting to slope down strong too. You've also got, if this stays positively correlated, it's starting to slope down a little bit. But if this Z-score continues to rise, this is Z-score of historical volatility, and you see this even go significantly positively correlated again, or at least start sloping back up, that's good for the upside. 100%. We're contracting negatively correlated on the low length AVR. And right now, we are above the Gaussian mean on this 2-day. We've been riding this thing down this whole time, right? From the 70K high. We dropped below it, have been struggling, just been struggling ever since. That's going to be, man, I'm telling you, man, there is a lot of bull div. We were talking about this bull div on the 2-day and 3-day 2 weeks ago, setting up, right? Look at the returns oscillator. Literally been setting up from back here at this data set. All lower lows, all higher lows. Now the 2-day and 3-day returns oscillator is popping. These 3-day fishers are coming up from the basement of these standard deviations. Very interesting. If this Shannon entropy percentile continues to climb up, get a 3-day. The 23rd in a couple days. We just got this baby. You're going to want to see. It's going to take a really strong move to have this correlation change mid-candle. But if it starts to go positively correlated with this entropy expansion, it's going to look good. It's going to look real good. Same with the historical volatility Z-score. You see that go positively correlated again as we're coming out of the basement down here, about a second standard deviation to the downside. Flashing on the 3-day, low length AVR, heading into positive correlation, right? I mean, that's why we're getting this rise. Really, it's negatively correlated and it contracted, fell off a little bitty cliff, not a big one, 30 to 0. That doesn't really, that's never done anything too much for me. Let's see here. Now sticking out the variance changed to negative correlation, coming down, right? On the 3-day, 2 3-day candles, both bullish. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, work in progress. Work in progress. Let me put this on the index real quick. What do you do? 230. Matic's kind of leading the crew right now, right? Matic is leading the crew. Oh yeah, and I won 10K. Isn't that amazing? Won 10K from the Yeti Discord. Beautiful. Got paid today, MJ. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see here.
Nice.
3-day. Yeah, man, for sure. Let's see. Did I switch this? I did not. Go to the index, Goofy. Yeah, launching Yeti coin, hopefully before Christmas. I talked behind the scenes today for about a half hour, DMing back and forth with the founder. He's pretty damn excited. I kept trying to be like, tell me more, tell me more. He wouldn't tell me though. He wouldn't tell me what he's got planned. He's like, they're getting ready to shake up the NFT world with what they're doing. And I'm like, but bro, I got so many damn Yetis. I've got the Himalayas covered. I'm throwing hikers off of the cliffs and shit. I'm getting a little anxious. Let's get some shit rocking and rolling. Okay, I did this because I want to go first to the 5 day. Did we get this 5 day? Great looking 5 day candle right now. The volatility is creating a bullish Thor hammer. I've been waiting on these 5 day fissures, right? This, I'm telling you right now, when these 5 day fissures bottom out, along with, right, just like the 2 day and the 3 day, bull div on the returns oscillator, it's been building, it's been building, it's been building, it's been building. We were definitely going to have this pop at some point. And what is supporting on this high time frame 5 day, you've literally got the 54 length log variance MA. That's a 54 length on a power mean. Bounced right off of it on that big 5 day, big 5 day candle. Now we're back up above the 33. That's a hard nut to crack right there. Very hard nut to crack. So we'll see what happens with this. We'll see if this 5 day can stay above it. Guess what happens today? What is it today? Yep, we get a new 5 day candle today. Right here in about an hour and a half, we'll get a new 5 day candle. Special time. Special time. I'm going to jump on one of my magical internet horses, freaking right into the sunset. And you know what? What? The Z score. Okay, so we got bull div, right? We got bull div building from this move down on the returns oscillator. The Z score from back here, hidden bull. Hidden bull. I mean, I remember I talked about it before. It was building. Now the 5 days turning up. Now the 5 days turning up. See that Z score across that MA. This will get real interesting. And I'm all for a pump, but what does Bitcoin do? Bitcoin just loves cucking people. Loves taking their money, right? Or let's say they like taking your money. They use Bitcoin as the instrument. So many instruments that they use to take your money, and Bitcoin is one of them. Okay. Now the week. After I look at the weekly, I'll go to the 7 day. Well, why, Bilbo? Why would you go to a weekly and then the 7 day? Because they're two totally different charts, my young astute apprentice. Just look into it. You'll see different reads big time. And no, I won't say, well, let's see, when do we get this new weekly candle? Being fine. Let's see here. And the weekly variance is coming down still positively correlated. So gotta watch this. Gotta watch this. And the weekly fissures are still heading down, right? You're still contracting, positively correlated, right? The entropy is still contracting, positively correlated. Now this is entropy percentile, remember. So this does contract and expand. And on the weekly, boom. What do we got above us? What do we got above us at 51.3? The Gaussian mean on the weekly. Usually you cross up or cross down. I mean, I don't have to really point out what happens. The higher time frame you go, the more important these deviation bands are, and they will actually give you nice targets where these bands are at. The behind the scenes, they're working on building in an option where you can put this on Laplace distribution bands. And I guarantee you, as soon as we do that, all these little weekly candles you see here, they're all nailing that 68.3 probably. I would not doubt it at all. That's why it's going to be really powerful to have those. I'm even thinking, I know Donnie's listening, if we can make a way where we can toggle them both on at the same time. And I'm going to put Laplace and dots, maybe normal on the line, something like that, just to see where everything's at. That'd be really cool. But you can see on the dump on the weekly, right? The first standard deviation band caught it. Caught it here too. Caught it here too. Powerful. Powerful. Rode the first standard deviation, bouncing off of it, doing, doing, doing. Almost got to it here, right? But like a lot of these candles you see like this, these things, it's going to be shocking to see the Laplace distribution deviation bands on price action. I mean, I'm kind of excited when that does pop. It's going to be interesting to see. Because I guarantee it's going to show some magic. I just know it. Because we all love Laplace distribution. It is magical. Magical internet asset readers. That's what we'll call them. Magical internet asset readers. The MIAR. Oh shit. Gotta love it. There's no div right now. I mean, now if you're gonna count this little boop boop right here, telling you now this returns oscillator's bumping up, starting to cross up above the zero mean. But if you look, you could probably call this an area right here. I mean, it's right at the top. It's right at the top up here, that 71K high. So if you get up here, that will be setting up some hidden bear. And then you're dealing on the weekly, right? We're dealing on the weekly, bounced right off the 33, came down, almost bounced right off it again. Got to get up above the 9 now. Got to get up above the 9. But on high time frames, that's why I'm not worried about this at all. That's what's great about these variance log MAs. Set on power means that everything is still a mucho bullish. Monthly, same thing. And look at the is this the scamdemic? Yeah. Here's the scamdemic dump. Are you kidding me right now? Could that be any more clear? That's the 54 length variance log MA set to a power mean. Literally wicked right to it. Boing! Beautiful. But why do you use some weird number like a 54? Tell them. Because totals up to a 9. And I use that philosophy in everything I do in life. The 369. Look into it. Look up Tesla. Everything Tesla did was based on the 3, 6, and the 9. There's a reason. And in my opinion, he was he was the smartest inventor ever. Nobody even touched him. He just didn't get a lot of the fame, right? Didn't get a lot of the fame like all these other shills did, like Einstein and all these other kooks. Let's see here. I do like that. This everything on high time frames is bullish, bigger than shit, bigger than shit. But obviously, right? We had this bear div on the monthly, So when we got that 71K high, this is a no-brainer, right? That this thing is pulling back big time. And there is no like bull div setting up anytime soon on the monthly between returns and price action. It is. Especially the monthly entropy percentile is still decreasing, heading into positive correlation. All right, heading into positive correlation. Interesting, very interesting. You can see, yeah, these last few months here, running up to the first all-time high, up to like 61 or whatever, it was decreasing, going into negative correlation. The beginning of the pump, the entropy was rising, positively correlated. Then it starts to go down right when the entropy candle loses that color, goes to green, it's heading down negatively correlated, walks the rest of the price right on up. Right on up. And then right when it starts increasing again, it stays negatively correlated. We get the dump. And starts, here we go again. Then it's coming down, negatively correlated. Price walks right back up. Now it's heading back up, positively correlated, decreasing, coming back down. Shannon entropy percentile. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Van F. That's who would have thunk it. About worn out my welcome to Bitcoin. It's screaming, running in the corner, hiding from Bilbo. It's like, oh my God, I can't hide from this guy. Is there anything he does not know about this? It's like, sure. I don't know a damn thing about it. Thank God I have these indicators. I know how to read price action and I know how to read the indicators. Besides that, I'm clueless. I'm clueless. Let's pop over here real quick. I want to check Matic out.
It's a good time to remind people that you don't need to be a great mathematician to use our indicators and trading system. You can read these indicators and analyze information and take the appropriate trading action just by learning how to use the tools, which we make that information available on videos like these and our tutorial videos and such.
Yeah, if you know 2 plus 2 is chicken, you're good.
Exactly. Where's my chicken tendies?
So yeah, right here on the 4-hour on Matic, variance starts to rise, positively correlated, starts having a outlier right here, really runs it up, turns around, comes down, negatively correlated, continues to walk price action up. I mean, look at these wicks, right? Now if this turns back up, goes positively correlated, Matic could take off, but at the same time, what's that going to do? Look at the returns oscillator. Matic takes off right here, especially on the next 4-hour candle. The returns oscillator turns up and rejects from there. That is going to be some nasty bear div, nasty bear divergence. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. Set on 4-hour. All these wicks, beautiful on these log MAs. It's a beautiful thing. Or you can use exponential or simple or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, there's a method to our madness and the number scheme. 100%. Okay, so there's bear div. I mean, there's definitely bear div setting up 100%. We'll see. I mean, we had this little bit right here, right? Little lower high on the returns oscillator, higher high, had this 4-hour candle pull back on Matic, bounces off the 9, heading back up. From this point right here, there was some hidden bull. But if this creates another lower high here, it's going to set up a few stabs of that bear div between returns and price action. The fishers are getting up there. They're right about the first standard deviation now. Gonna be paying attention. See what happens with Matic. I'm just begging. I'm begging for Matic to be back at about $1.80. I doubt I'm going to get it, but you never know. You never know. Special. Let's take a peek, Matic, on the VRE. What are you doing? How high did you run today? Pretty damn high. Almost got up to the weekly R1. Right? That's the weekly R1. First resistance level for the weekly price action volatility range on Matic. Doing the same thing as Bitcoin though, right? Had a tight daily range. So it's a no-brainer what was going to happen. Matic trended like crazy today because of the tight price action volatility range on the daily. Got a little bit below the 68.3, charged all the way up to almost the weekly R1. But just like Bitcoin, it's dicking around up here by this first standard deviation on the daily. Yes, it is. God, Matic, I didn't realize Matic got that damn high. What, 241? Wow. 241 on old Matic. Let's see. What else was I gonna look at? Avalanche is having a little party. What's Avalanche look like yet? Avalanche right now is finally making its way up to the 1SD. All right, making its way up to the 1SD. You can see it opened up, bounced. Right, this is the daily volatility range. 68.3 was dead in the middle. What else was dead in the middle right here? The center of the monthly volatility range. Yellow cross lines. This is This area right here was a massive sign that was going to kick price action. It sure did, right? Nice little percentage gain there. Got up, started trending and going sideways above the top side 68.3 Laplace distribution. Now here towards the end of the day, going into the last 4-hour candle, it's made a run up to the first standard deviation normal distribution. For all you probability lovers out there, I was in another Discord today melting some brains. They're just like, I don't know what the hell that is. It's sure pretty colors. I love that chart. I have no idea what it is. That's all good. I'm going to teach some lady how to read probability and statistics, and she's going to lend me her stud horse to bang my filly I got. Oh, I have been sucked into magical internet horse racing land. Ah, boy, go figure. Good Lord. Let me see. Now I want to go here and go to Avalanche. Start on the daily. Any divs setting up? Big time. Big time. The returns oscillate. If the returns oscillator rejects off this zero mean and sets up another stab of bear div, this thing's going to come screaming down hard, probably about the same time it's about to hit the 90% confidence interval on the z-score. The lower length fisher, they're set on the 3. It's already waning a little bit. The 9 could reject off the second standard deviation right there. We will see if this stays significantly positively correlated and starts sloping back up at least flat, and this entropy continues to come back down. That's definitely a sign this price is going to come fluttering back down. Yep. Especially if we come down to here and get and stay negatively correlated with some expansion. This is a fall. This thing is definitely this last that today is falling off a cliff more than 50%. That's how I do 75. Yeah, it's down to a 20, about a 30. So yeah, that fell more than 50%. That's what you always see when you see volatility drop off cliffs like this. You got to get prepared. Something's getting ready to happen, but it's got to be candle to candle, not like this. Well, that was kind of, and you had really nothing. Wanted to though, really wanted to. You can see that spike in the next volatility candle, big time. It waited until this next drop, which was way more than 50%, and then it whoop, and there we go. Avalanche on a mission. Okay, so what was that? Bitcoin. A little bit of Matic, a little bit of Avalanche. Solana first. Let's go over here and throw Solana. Solana, what are you doing? Solana, right when we opened the day, Solana had a pretty tight daily volatility price action range, immediately came down, bounced off the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, open your eyes up. These are all, people are like, that chart's crazy. What the hell does that even mean? Everything you see on here is either a price action volatility price range of some sort or a probability percentile range. Okay, percentage range. Sorry, Jesus, my tongue's all tied. So we bounce off the 68.3 to the downside here, shoot right through the daily volatility range, and right underneath there, you can see this yellow dotted line. That's the center of the new weekly volatility range. That was the top. It nuked right through the 68.3 to the top side on the daily and the top side of the weekly price action volatility range. Shot right up to, once again, first standard deviation, normal distribution on the daily. Rejected from there. Came down first, bounced off the 68.3 to the dollar. Again to the dollar. Again off the top of the weekly volatility range, and then is making its way back up here above the daily R1. Or is there an R1 stuck in here somewhere? Nope, that's first one. So right now it's trying to close above the daily price action volatility range, first resistance area, making its way back up to the first standard deviation normal distribution on the daily. Did you get all that, YouTubers out there? I know you're used to watching YouTube Jimmy. I don't want to melt your brain. This is all that matters, though. That's all I can say. You can watch YouTube Jimmy all you want. There's probably one out there that's worth a shit, to be honest. All the rest are just give me a break. They're feeding people total garbage. but they've been fed total garbage, and they think their garbage is the way to do stuff. And it's not.
That's exactly right. That's why I don't even hold it against them, to be honest. Like it's they're victims, really. I mean, and even the ones that don't think that they are, because they've been shoveled some bad things for a long time. So
there's only one out there that's made changes. He's starting to talk more about volatility and probabilities and statistics. So kudos to him.
yeah.
But let's see here. All the rest of them are worthless. I mean, worthless. If you're out there watching YouTube, Jimmy, good luck. That's all I got to say. All I got to say. Good luck. All right. Time missing. Yeah, we're about to wrap up. But I need to check Sol. Okay, so we saw what Sol's doing on the freaking VRE, which every VRE I've shown you, all the price action, is hitting various levels of price action volatility ranges, whether they be the daily, the weekly, the monthly, right? Or they're hitting normal or Laplace distribution ranges. Period. The end. There's no argument at all. You can argue all you want, knock yourself out, you're going to lose. There's no losers and winners here. There's just right and wrong. There's no other way to put it. So we got Sol here on a daily. What am I seeing on Sol? Sol is the low length AVR is flashing. Wow, got the 981 kind of was heading up here. I would guarantee you that that was heading into probably negative correlation too because of the pullback. Just by looking at price action, that's why I don't need a Pearson on my other two lengths. I can tell what price action is doing by what those are going to be. I just need one on the low length AVR just to get my head spinning, turning, whatever, going. Then I can look at what the other lengths are doing, and by what price action's doing, it's pretty obvious. So think of it as like this is the fire starter, right? This is a fire starter for the low length AVR. Then I don't need another Pearson correlation for the higher lengths because everything rolls uphill. Let me see here. Ooh, a boy. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, Solana starting to slope back up, significantly positively correlated while this entropy percentile is coming down. If this continues coming into the new day, this thing's going to come back down. And sometimes you can look into these blue chip alts to see what their charts are looking like because they damn sure can give you especially if Bitcoin's off the rail doing what Bitcoin does, kind of give you a little bit of an insight on maybe what Bitcoin's going to do. And from what I'm seeing, this could be another lower high on Bitcoin, to be honest. Sure could. But we'll see, right? We will see. What's it at 49,125 right now? Bitcoin. What's the 4 hours? Same thing, man. We're setting up this bear div on all these blue chip alts, all setting up some sort of bear div. But then you go over here onto the entropy percentile. It's definitely expanding, going into positive correlation. So that is very interesting. And that's what, a 4 hour. One thing I didn't do on all the others is you go more into like a 90 minute and below. Like if I'm trading intraday, I'm 90 minute, 45, 15, 5 minute. I mean, these time frames are useless, right? The 90 minutes should be your top dog. It's kind of giving you an idea of what direction you should be exposing yourself with your liquidity. 100%. If you're down here trading a 5 and 15 minute time frame and the 90 minutes having an outlier to the top side, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize, hey, maybe I should be taking all these upside scalps and just forget about if like on the 5 minute or 15 minute, if I see some bear div setting up, is the price going to come down probably on those low time frames? Yeah. But is it worth me exposing my capital to that? Probably not. I'm going to wait until that 5 minute flips around and gets back in line with the 90 minute. It's going to be a much more powerful move. And the inverse Pearson skewness is probably going to support that with telling you you're going to have better or bigger upside gains and lesser downside gains, and vice versa, depending on which way that skewness is heading.
Mm-hmm.
That was a damn mouthful.
Thank you, though.
So, yeah. All right. So, did a little bit of Bitcoin, did a little bit of Matic, did a little bit of Avalanche, did a little bit of Solana. Let's see. Is there any other famous shit coins we should look at? Wait. Let's see. Has Dogecoin went to zero yet? No, 17 cents. Damn. Am I a Doge hater? Not really. I'm just like, people need to wake up, right? Dogecoin's famous. I'd love to see this thing go back to a penny. I would just laugh. Everybody be crying. Elon Musk said it's the future of cryptocurrency. What the hell? I can use Dogecoin to buy Dallas Mavericks gear and shit, man. This is changing the crypto universe. Meme coin central. Woo! A long-term investor. Look to Bitcoin. Look to the blue chip freaking altcoins. I mean, in my opinion, Ethereum is a gas scam. I don't think, to me personally, I'll be shocked if they fix it or it changes at all. Because people don't even care. They're still trading, buying NFTs, paying these ridiculous amounts of money on gas fees, and it's like, what the hell? So if you're a miner, do you even want it to change? Hell no, you don't want it to change. They're just raking in so much cash, it's ridiculous. But then you got like platforms like Matic, like Immutable X, that are helping with the fees on the Ethereum blockchain. That's probably what's going to help Matic. Like, think of them as like second layer solutions for a shitty way to be doing commerce, to be trading, to be like God, what's the word? Yasha help. He must have fell asleep at the desk. It's all good. You know what I'm saying now. It's a total gas scam. I'm just tongue twisted right now. In my opinion, Ethereum, total gas scam.
Well, it's
No doubt
happening.
about
There's
it.
a transition happening right now. I mean, these a lot of these NFT projects, people are coming over from ETH and driving a
Yeah.
lot of these blue chip projects on Solana right now. So it's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Solana was a good one, man. Thanks for the heads up. Like, I used the ecosystem. I got one of those wallets, and it's like
Yeah.
so legit. It like flip, man. I'm
Yeah.
naive.
Super
not to,
fast.
Yeah, I'm naive not to have started using it earlier.
Yeah. I'm sitting here DMing with this guy earlier. It was paying me my money I won, and he's like, "Okay, I sent it," and boom, it just popped in my wallet. I mean, it's super fast, man.
Yeah.
Super fast. So is Cardano. Super fast. I mean, I'm not saying ETH doesn't have fast transactions. The problem with ETH is, you want to buy something for $25, you pay 150 in gas fees. That's a hell of a deal. I don't know if it's that bad, but it's ridiculous.
Mm.
So you just
Yeah.
get stuck in stuff. You just get
Yeah,
stuck
and
in
then
stuff.
you always have like shrapnel lying around, you know?
Yeah.
Let's
Mhm.
convert this ETH. It's like, stuck. This thing's stuck here now until I have to buy another Ethereum flipping artwork. But I was thinking this, I wonder how much shrapnel's locked up in those accounts that can't get out.
Yeah. Who knows? I got a wolf. I got a wolf head. Look what I found. Ah, I got a big wolf head. Are you a good boy? Yeah. Come here. Am I getting all three wolves? We gonna all say hi and bye? No. All right. Gonna about wrap it up. I got 3 horse dogs that need to go take a dump. They're all giving me crazy looks. So if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, obviously you know I have 3 dogs, and you know I'm a little off my rocker a little bit, and you know I love Trader Joe's, and you know that I'm probably aped into Good Games Guild and Equine. Those are no-brainers. But we are alpha trading. We trade volatility, probability, and statistics. That's just what we do, and we love to teach people to do the same. The link to our Discord is in the description of all our videos. Come check us out. Read the welcome message. hang out in the public chat if you like. You can just stay down there with all the other people that never open up a support ticket and just talk to each other about whatever you guys down there talk about. Or you can look into membership into the actual Discord, right? We've got 2 different levels. Right now to the end of the year, there's a discount. You can see all that down in there in the shop channel. Check it out. Open a support ticket. Tell us what's on your mind. We're there to help you. And other than that, thanks you guys for watching live in the Discord. And wherever you're at, crazy metaverse, yeah, I think we're already in it. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you guys.